Hello everybody, Reap here. Welcome back to Survival SMP. The starter house is finished. Yeah, I finally got around to it after the absolute palaver of the last episode. But yeah, well, I mean, what do you guys think? I've got a little bit of inspiration here from a certain sausage. And that just seems weird saying that, but yes. I'll just give you all a quick tour and then I'll let you know what I've actually been up to this last week whilst I've been on here. And as you probably noticed, yes, I've got my full netherite gear, my armour trims. I needed my wood armour trim, and surprisingly, it didn't take that long to find. Now, the back here does need a little bit of detail still, but inside we're actually complete. I also had to get myself a villager because nobody on here had thorns, and you know me, I need my thorns 3. We've got our storage, which sadly is getting... Oh, these ones are empty. I've recently added these. Is a little bit out of hand. It's a bit messy. So, probably got all this to sort out. There's my original armour. I'm keeping that. It only had a lower level enchants on, but it was enough for me to go out and get fully geared up. Now, I might have traded. I might have traded an alley for a netherite template, simply because apparently the bastions nearby had been fully raided. So, yeah, that was a little bit of a pain. But overall, we're not doing too badly. So, I'll just give you a quick show of these. Yeah, we've got a couple more diamonds to add to this. Got ourselves a couple of shulkers. Got ourselves an extra set of wings. I went end raiding. So I've got plenty of backup armour if I need it. I've also got a few backup tools and weapons. And these are the armour trims I've accumulated so far. Now, I have made copies of some of these and passed them on to share them so that we've pretty much almost got a master set. So, I'm not just hoarding things for myself. And I didn't pick up one of those. Wait, what? Didn't I just put 4 down? Where did... hang on. Yeah, that's my... Where did my tools just go? Has that gone did that go underneath the house? Huh? Surely not. I'm a little bit confused. Oh, there it is. I obviously picked up the shulkers too fast, and for some reason it glitched in my inventory and went invisible. That's okay. Phew, goodness for that. But as you can see, yeah, with the base finished, a portal set up, there was a fence. Originally that turtle was in there. I don't know how, but somehow it escaped. But I've actually been working on a creeper farm. Because now that I've got wings, gunpowder's a bit of a struggle. Now, this is my own design. It's not entirely efficient, but it does work. And it's just a simple trident killer, and you just hold the looting 3 sword that's up there, and then just AFK. That, unfortunately, was somebody's attempt at pranking me whilst I was AFK up there. Of course they failed, because I actually wasn't AFK. I was looking at my screen the whole time, because for some reason spiders kept getting out. Spiders still keep spawning inside creeper farms, and I don't know why. I've tried carpets, slabs, fence gates, you name it. They just keep spawning in. But down here, if we just drop down here, here's one of the spawners I found. And this is a skelly spawner. Again, simple trident killer. Pop the trident in there. Speaking of, where's the trident? It's still in there. Right, this is something... Why is that so noisy? I have had to put a few signs down because this thing was completely clogged last time I was on. And it does look a bit emptier this time. A bit tidier. But yeah, you just put the bows in there, use them as fuel, and then any time you get any armour, it just goes in there. And it ends up smelting. There's a few items. I don't know why. Pop it in there, get out. Pop our trident back. And again, why is there junk in here? I'd rather this stuff just be thrown on the floor. But yeah, we're not short on arrows or bone blocks. So bone meal is not going to be a problem for a while either. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the roof. Now, I'm terrible when it comes to designing roofs, so I just decided a couple of sandstone slabs just to add a bit more colour to it, but I didn't know what to do with the top. So I just ended up adding this nice little garden area on top, which I might turn to soil at some point, maybe grow crops up there instead. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way this little starter home has come out. Yeah, and eventually I might convert this area into a nice little beach area, so you step outside of my back and obviously I can watch the sunset in the horizon and just have a nice little chilling relaxation area. But for now, what I want to do is focus on where I want to start my main build. I've done quite a lot, I've got quite a lot done, and I'm pretty much caught up with where I need to be in regards to the rest of the players. We also may be getting some more joining the server, which I'm looking forward to. However, like I said, I want a base in the Nether. So let me just show you that. Hello, Mr. Mookow. What are you doing in here? But so far, I've made a start on just doing a few Nether tunnels. This way leads to a Crimson Forest, which is where I plan on setting up base. But just down here, I've pretty much slabbed it all just to make sure that it's spawn proof. We've got access to a Nether Fortress, which again still needs slabbing. Then down here, so I believe one of these tunnels I made, this one I think. I don't know if the portal's been lit yet. This one leads to Sir Camelot's, which will be his portal down here. And this one here on the left, I believe, is Jurassic Fan. Yep. And then I do need to sync up a portal for WoWU as well. And just down here, we've got the Warped Forest, the Stronghold, and 2 ancient cities. Because I did go looking for one. And although there was an ancient city that had already been discovered, it hadn't been fully raided, but it didn't have the ward armor trim, so I did have to go in hunt of another. Luckily, I did find one not too far away. But let's just head down here, and I'll take you to the Crimson Forest. I also apologise if you can hear chomping and crunching in the background. I decided to give the dog a chew, that way she'd be occupied and wouldn't be pestering me whilst I was trying to scream. Right, now I do need to be careful up here because this is not a safe area. That's why I've got my armour on, not my wings. But eventually, yes, I would like to start basing up here. Come on over this way, I dare you. Yeah, I thought as much. Who's shooting? Wait, what, where? You're dead, boy, you're dead. Yeah, helps if I don't stand in the fire as well. Yes, this place is not exactly safe, but at the same time, I still want a base here, because I've never done it before. And I'm kind of thinking this area right over here. I don't know whether to cover all this. I've not yet decided. Oh, I can't. Out. But yeah, I spotted this little area up here, and I thought, you know what, this would make quite a nice little basing area. I mean, obviously, I'm going to have to get rid of some of these lava pillars that are flowing down from the top. Do a little bit of terraforming around here. Probably have to thin out the numbers of some of these things. For goodness sake, leave me alone whilst I'm trying to play. Goodness sake. Well, back off. I don't know. You try and record a video, and Pigmen just have absolutely no respect. None whatsoever. Right, what was I saying before I was so rudely interrupted? Yes, so eventually, what I'm planning on doing is covering this lava lake over. Maybe doing a bit of terraforming around here, and then turning this into sort of, I don't know, almost like a little village. Now, I wanted to avoid building out of deep slate again, but I'm thinking of going deep slate, tuff, and blackstone. Sort of fit in with the aesthetic of the nether. But what I might do is I might throw in some terracotta colours as well. Maybe some of the darker ones. So you keep that tone, but it's just not all 3 bog standard blocks, if that makes sense. Oh, and he's popped off again. On and off, on and off. Right, let's go drop off this quartz. And then I think we need to go and gather some resources. Also, this. I forgot to mention this when I went through my storage earlier. This, all this iron right here, was from one vein. I found possibly the biggest iron ore vein I've ever encountered. Excuse me one moment. Oh. Sorry about that. Dog just decided to have a barking wobbly. Yeah, so that was all from one iron ore vein. I'll just quickly show you where that was. You could say I've done quite a lot of digging down here to the point where even this corridor won't even render. And you know what? I still didn't even get that many diamonds. I got enough to clone the templates, which I've given to Jurassic, so at least we've got some. But yes, this right here, and I don't even think I got it all. Yep, there's still some iron in here. Was, well, as you can see from the amount of damage I've caused, just how much iron was actually down here. It was ridiculous. I don't think I've ever encountered this much iron in a single vein before. Oh, do you know what? I don't need it. I don't need it just yet. Right, but there is one thing, well, 2 things actually, that I wanted to show off because I might need some help. I've actually been asked to help out with a Halloween project, and I have had a couple of ideas come to mind, but truthfully, I'm a little bit stump, and I think it's just down to a restriction of room, if that makes sense. I don't think there's enough room in that build to do what I had in mind, but I could possibly build a portal to the nether and build it in the nether. Unfortunately, I've only got 1 day to do it, and I don't think that's going to happen. So, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. How deep down do you go? Wait a second. Okay. I hope I didn't fly out 3,000 blocks and there's an ancient city right underneath my... right next door. Because to be fair, there's a lot of big hill mountains here. Okay, so Camelot is actually a lot closer than I thought. A beacon over there. I just need to try and remember now where it is. Yep, it's over this way. There we are, look. I can see it now. And of course there's Drown here. Of course there's Drown here. But here is the Haunted Mansion. Now, I believe Jurassic built this. I'm not sure if it's his own design or if it's built off a guide or a tutorial or anything. But yeah, there's not really that much room on the inside. Because I was thinking of something like maybe a horror dropper. Because it wouldn't take much to AFK at the creeper farm, go and mine a ton of sand, and just blast down to bedrock here, and maybe create sort of like a drop game using honey and slime. Again, though, I'd have to build a honey and slime farm, and in one day to get all of the resources to do that, I don't think I'm capable of doing it. So maybe, just maybe, we could still use this build on the run up to Christmas. Maybe change out some of the blocks, make it a bit more Christmassy, and then have like a Christmas drop game using powdered snow, cobwebs, things like that, just to make it a bit of a challenge. Set up a hopper clock to record how fast you can actually get down there in, and then record it all in a lectern. Just give us all a little bit of a mini game. But again, do feel a little bit restricted in space. But just across the way from here, and I wasn't privy to this at first, but there's been a court case on the server recently, and so for that a courthouse was built, and that's just over this way. Let's just shimmy out the way, and it's sort of a medieval style courthouse, although not sure why there's a thing hanging there. I don't remember that from last time. Then again, I was only asked to come and help out with the interior. Again, none of this build is mine. I think Value and Jurassic built this. The server's courthouse. But yes, ended up coming in and having a look at the inside to just do a bit of interior designing. Because originally, it did look a little bit like a church. We're not going to lie. His Most Gracious Honour, Camelot was here. Okay, Camelot was here. Yeah, we've got our little defence booths. We'll just squat here. It wasn't me, Your Honour. I did nothing. I did nothing. Or you've got the prosecution. Guilty! Guilty! I don't know what's up with me. I'm in one of those moods today. But yeah, so we've got a courthouse now. We've got a haunted house, or haunted mansion. But again, I think we can use that. I think that could be used all year round. The scaffolding needs to go. Maybe a little bit of texturing on the green terracotta, because there's quite a lot of variant in this build compared to that one. Definitely needs more lighting around here as well. But at some point, I do plan on doing base tours with people. But I'm wondering whether just to leave that a little bit. Let people actually get to work on their main mega builds. Because I don't know who's doing what, where they're up to, and, well, just quite frankly confused. But I've also got this to show. You can just see, if you look up on my right hand side, that's the start of Jurassic's castle. That's going to be quite the undertaking. In all honesty, this biome is pretty nice. But what I did is, because we might be getting some new members on the server, also, I'll probably die. I will die at some point. I'm notoriously clumsy and stupid. So, when you die, you end up back here at spawn. We've got just a couple of few items here, just some spares. A lot of stuff of this just came from either the end, when I went end busting, or the iron, or the skeleton farm, sorry. But I've also got a recovery compass, so if you didn't know where you died, you can at least just run back, take the compass, find out exactly where you died, and go and get your stuff back. I've also got just a few basic little bows here, and extra arrows, some spare tools, you know, just to get you back on your feet. Also some food just behind me there, a couple of carrots. What do you want, dog? You've not eaten that chew already. Surely. You have, haven't you? You just sat there licking your chops at me. Fine. Come on then. Come on up. Sit on the bed then. Right. Lay down. Settle your butt down. You spoiled you. You spoilt. You've still got a lot of windows to go. Yeah. When at the castle, look up. The glass. Yes. That brings back memories. That certainly brings back memories. Hellfire Keep. Yep. I like the fact that you've got scaffolding. I really hope you're never climbing that when I'm around. Because I can guarantee you, I will wait for you to get near the top and I will just drop the bottom one. But yes, I'm sure you can imagine just how notoriously bad, time-consuming and painstaking to put all this glass down is. Yeah, I ain't doing that again. That's why I said I'd never build in a snow biome again. Says the idiot who's now building in the nether. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're up to at the minute. Starter house is finished. I've got a lot of storage I need to sort out. I do need to move my portal from outside to inside. I also want to get rid of a lot of these torches, get them placed underground, under moss carpet, just to make it look a little bit better. I do want to terraform this out a bit, turn it into a nice little beach area with like a little, maybe a few stone slab paths just leading down to a nice little beach area. There's a dock here that was built by WoWU for some reason or other. I've given up asking questions sometimes. Yes, Timmy. Speaking of, poor little Timmy up there, right? He's happy as Larry. Well, happy as Timmy. But over here, I have got another one who's currently I just have him just for picking up melons every now and then. He's just tied up. But I will be breeding this guy up, and I think we need a ink farm. Now, I've already taken care of an ocean monument, defeated the Elder Guardians in, I think, 2 of them now. I can't quite remember, I did that last week. But it would be good to have a nice little setup where we've got access to pretty much infinite amounts of black dye, because I'm probably going to need quite a lot of it for my nether build, especially for black terracotta. It's going to be a dark build. I mean, what do you expect? It's me. Have you seen my Hellfire Keep? Have you seen my type of building style? I'm already building something lovely and colourful, and I've already built myself a cottagecore home, and now I've got this. I need to get back to something dark and deep and sinister and evil and living in the middle of the nether. So, yeah, I think that's going to be my plan for between now and the next week. That, and also the city. Dinoir City is coming on really well. I've got my storage system set up and all this and that and the other, but that's for a different time. But in the meantime, I'm calling it, because I've got a doggo that needs to go out because, well, dog exercise. So I will catch you all in the next one. I will see you soon. Take care. Be good people, and see you later. Bye. Bye.